Good evening, everyone. Shalom, shalom, and welcome once again to Hebrew class. My name is Chief Uziel Lewy, the moderator, and the teacher of the class is Moreh, Yeftahk, and Dahn. Moreh, Yeftahk, and Dahn is a student of Moreh Mishael ben Yisrael ben Naphtali, and one of the premier Hebrew teachers in our community. And Moreh, Yeftahk, and Dahn studied under Moreh Mishael for many years. We'd like to apologize for not coming on for the last, I believe, couple of weeks, but we're back on, and we hope and pray that everybody will be edified and everybody will get something out of it. I didn't get a chance to advertise it, but as Moreh Yeftahk begins, I will begin to share the link all over so that everybody can see what we're that the Hebrew class is back on. So once again, welcome to everyone, and may the Most High God bless you. I'll hand the mic over to Moreh Yeftahk ben Dahn.
Okay, shalom, shalom, everyone. As always, honor and praise to the Most High God, King of heaven and earth, God of our forefathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Yitzchak, and the God of Yisrael. Asking that he might be with us concerning this Hebrew class, that he might continue to bless us, that we might learn, that I might teach you properly, that he might even forgive me for any mistakes that I may make during this class, that he will allow me to correct myself and have humility to make sure that everyone understands, and that prayerfully as we get closer to this language, we will come closer to him and have a high level of spirituality. Once again, my name is Moreh Yeftahk ben Dahn. I am one of the teachers of CHOKMAH BINAH, better known as D.C.B, the House of Knowledge, Wisdom, and Understanding. We are currently located at 382 Hamilton Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Our Sabbath services are every Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. for the first half, and we're there all day. The second half currently being from about 6 p.m. until sundown. We invite everybody to come down, to fellowship with us, to learn about the Most High God, and to grow better as a nation. Okay, so again, as my brother said earlier, we do apologize for not getting on for the last couple of weeks. Hope you guys have been studying, keeping your minds active in your Hebrew way of thinking. We are up to lesson like 7 or 8, maybe even 9. And the last time that we spoke, I gave some more rules to go by. I discussed in Hebrew that everything has to be masculine and feminine. I talked about how you identify it. Sometimes, not often, but when you hear the ah, you know it may be feminine. Don't forget there's exceptions to all rules. About when you have the plural, the im and the ot. About when you have something dual, when you have a pair of something, when you have two of something, that's identified by the I am. So yad is a hand, yadayim is 2 hands, regel is a foot, raglayim is feet. When you say feet, that's 2 feet, a pair of feet. Where as opposed to the im and the ot, regalim would be feet, multiple feet, where raglayim, you're talking about 2 pairs of feet. So we want to keep that in mind. In Hebrew, you must identify when you're speaking to a male or a female. You must identify whether you're talking to a masculine group or feminine group. And the rule of thumb is always, what if there's a mixture of males and females in the group? Well, once one male enters into the group, then you're speaking to a masculine group. That's just the rule. That's how it works. Okay. Also, what did we know? We know that when you identify something as every, you have to say it twice. So if you want to say every student, Talmid, Talmid, every book, Sefer, Sefer. If you want to say every day, Yom, Yom. If you want to say every week, Shavua, Shavua. We will have Hebrew class, Shavua, Shavua. We will have Hebrew class every week. Did you hear it? These are some of the rules you have to make yourself aware of. Okay, so let's go over the words that we've learned before we begin to move forward. I think I gave a grand total of like 36 to 40 words that we should have familiarized ourselves with our vocabulary. But if we haven't, we'll go over it now. And we'll go over it quickly. So I'll say the English and just see if you know the Hebrew before I say the Hebrew. Peace is Shalom. House
Bayit.
is very good. Bayit. Good.
Tov.
What is Ma?
Ma. Right.
King.
Melech.
Man.
Adam.
Or what's the word I taught you?
Ish.
Ish. Very good. Adam is also good. But Ish is the word that I taught you. Woman.
Isha.
Book.
Sefer.
I just said that one, right? Large, big,
Gadol.
small.
Kotan.
People. Thank you.
Todah.
Toda, very good. Toda laka would be thank you, but toda, that's the word I'm looking for. Thanks. Toda. Father.
Av.
Mother.
Im. Ima.
Ima is okay. I did say Ima is okay, but did you say Im?
M or Im.
Aim, right, aim.
Right.
Okay. Boy.
Yaled.
Or.
Na'ar.
Very good. Girl.
Yalda.
Or.
Na'ara.
Very good. Grandmother.
Savta.
Grandfather.
Sav.
Aunt.
Doda.
Uncle.
Dode.
Brother.
Ak.
Ak. Yeah, very good. Now I heard it. That guttural, that's the chet.
Right.
Aleph chet. Ak.
Ak.
Sister.
A coat.
Very good. Achot.
Achot.
Achot. Very good.
Achot.
And child, which we heard earlier.
Yaled.
And children.
Yaladim.
Yaladim. Very good. All right. Life. Chai. Very, yeah. I heard you. You almost had it. Chai. Land.
Eretz.
Food.
Mazon.
Juice.
Meats.
Chair.
Chair is
No. Yeah. Say it. Kise. Chair is a kise. Garbage.
Hold on, I got this. Ashpa.
Mercy.
Rachami. No,
Rechem.
Rachamim is mercies.
Right. Prayer.
Tefillah.
Blessing.
Bat. blessings.
Blessing.
Baruch.
Close. Baruch is blessed. Blessing is baraka.
Baraka. Baraka.
And understanding. Uh-oh.
BINAH.
Okay. I was about to say, don't get me scared, bro. Thank you, sir. I was like,
I had like a mental lapse.
right. I was like, don't get me scared. So I'm gonna share my screen. As soon as I get over to it here, screen share. I'm gonna do my desktop, right? I think that's it. Start screen share. Then I'm going to click on this. All right. So this is what we just did. Okay. Can you see my screen? I don't know if you can see my screen, but if you can.
I could see it clear. It's clear. It was just on clear.
Okay. I still have it up. Can you still see it?
It's clear. When I talk, it just switches over to my screen. But I'm going to mute my mic now until I have to talk.
Okay. So here what we have, let me do this, expand it. It's not going to expand anymore. Okay, cool. So here what we have the words. And there's some new words, and then there's some words that we should all know learning biblical Hebrew, because that's what we're learning, biblical Hebrew. All right, so we learned the word Av. And don't forget, the word Av is in the word Avraham. Avraham, Yitzhak, Yisrael. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Av. Remember, the Most High said, you will be the father of many nations. Av, Avraham. Remember this word. I want you to look at the Hebrew.
Shalom.
See,
Moreh. You got Ab,
yeah.
you got in the name, right? Father of many peoples.
Yes.
Right. So 2 words.
Yes. I want you to follow to see if you can make out the words as I'm reading them. Av, Patak, Aleph, Patak, Veit. Av, Adonai. Remember that Patak that follows the Yod? It gives that AI sound. I, Adonai. When we're talking about Adonai, we're talking about the Most High. Adonai. Ish. Now we see how it's spelled. Ish means man. El. In this instance is 2. Elohim. Elohim is God or gods. When you see Elohim, it can refer to the singular or the plural, depending on how the word is used. The word Elohim is used in reference to the Most High God, and the word Elohim is also used the same way that it's spelled here in reference to false gods. Why? Because the term Elohim is a title. So Elohim, you may see it as God, or you may as the Most High God, or you may see it in reference to false gods. You will have to know the contents of the context of the sentence of which you're reading and what the author is intending for you to understand. But you will see this word often. Study it, recognize it. After a while, you won't even need the words. You won't even need the vowels. You will understand that that is Elohim. Elohim. Multiple times you will see this throughout your reading. Okay, the next word, Eretz. Eretz. See that Sade Sophie? Eretz. Isha, the woman or the wife, Isha. See here they gave you the feminine, Isha. Plural, that's why they have the P there, plural, is Nashim. More than one woman Women is nashim. Bait, house. Houses, plural, beitim. Bain is son. Bain is son. Banim, sons. Davar, maha davar. You'll hear that sometimes. Maha davar. What is the word? What is the thing? What's up? What's happening? Maha davar. Davar is a word or a thing. Dawid, not David. Dawid. Dawid. Dalet, Waw, Yod, Dalet. Dawid. It's the king, right? Yad. Did you get the pronunciation? Yad, hand. Yom is a day. I just talked about that earlier. When you want to say every day, how would you say it? Yom yom. Every day. Yom yom. Every day. I drink water. Yom yom. Every day. When you want to say days, yamim. You saw how it switched? Singular, it was yom. See the cholam, yom, yod, cholam, mem, sophie. But when it became plural, it became yamim. Not yomim, but yamim. Is there a rule to follow? Not necessarily. You just have to know the word. It's the same thing with English. I say this to all students all the time. You won't know every word all the time. There will be some words you mess up until you speak Hebrew consistently, and then you will understand how words are properly pronounced. Yamim. Now, what's the next word? Word you'll see all the time. Yisrael. Not Israel. Don't bring your English pronunciation into the Hebrew language. When it's translated into English, it's Israel. When you say it in Hebrew, it's Yisrael. Yisrael. Not Israel, but Yisrael. English, Israel. Hebrew, Yisrael. Next word, Kohen. Kohen. You may hear some people rush it and say Cohen. Cohen is a common last name amongst Jewish people. C-O-H-E-N. Cohen. But the proper pronunciation is Kohen. The Kohen is the priest. The Kohen is the priest. Key. Conjunctive word, because that. Remember that you will see this word often, and you not only will you see it as a word by itself, you will see the kaf as a prefix as we go further on in the lesson. As you begin to learn your baklam, the beit, the kaf, the lamed, and the mem, these four letters are often used as prefixes as you continue to make your sentence and build your sentence structure. Kaf, because, that. Next word, lo. Lo. Remember, Hebrew is full of homonyms. So you'll hear lo as in to him or for him, and then there's lo as in no. You will have to know the context of which the word is being used, the sentence. Lo, no or not. Would you like something to eat? Lo. Are you still at work? Lo. And then he ovade. I'm not working. Lo. And then he ovade. The next word, melech. Don't forget the purpose of the exercise. It's not to see you looking at the English. It's for you to read the Hebrew and recognize how it looks. Melech is a king. Have you noticed yet that I gave you these words already from the previous weeks? Now we're seeing them on the paper. Queen is Malka. Malka, queen. The next word, which you'll see often when reading Torah. Moshe. Understand the difference. Moses in English, Moshe in Hebrew. Moshe. Mem, Sheen, Hey. Look at it there. The dot is right next to the sheen. It's very close. Moshe. What's the next word? Ear. Ear. Ear means city. Ear. The next word, Am. Talked about this earlier. Am. Ayin, mem, sofi. Am is a people. Am Sadiq, the righteous people, the righteous nation. Am is a people, a nation, a group, a recognized group of people. Am. It's a group of people. It can be a nation. It can also be a group that belongs to somebody, or a group that you belong to, as opposed to a group that belongs to somebody. Panim. Panim is face. Panim is face. It's always plural. Panim, you have one face, but panim will always be plural. Shemayim. Shemayim is the heaven. The heavens. People go heaven and the heavens of heavens. But the heavens is one place. Mayim is water. Sounds plural, but it's singular. It always refers to one body. Mayim. Panim is plural, but it's referring to your one face. Elohim sounds plural, but when it's used in reference to the Most High, we are still only talking about one God. Okay, so we're going to skip that exercise. We're going to go into lesson 2. Can you pronounce these words? Follow me. Follow me. A. Quibbutz.
Quibbutz.
B. Cholem Wow.
Cholem YAH.
C. Segol.
Segol.
D. Chatef Patach.
Chatef Patak.
E. Sere.
Sareh.
F. Shawah.
Shawah.
G. Chirek Yod.
Chirek Yod.
H. Patach.
Patak.
I. Chatef Segol.
Hatef Segol.
J. Kwametz.
Kwametz.
K. Sere Yod.
Sareh Yod.
L. Shurek.
Shurek.
M. Chatef Kwametz.
Chatef Kwamet.
N. Cholem.
Cholem.
And O. Chirek.
Kirek.
Chirek.
Kirek.
Very good. 15 vowels. Follow me from A to O, but don't follow after me. Don't recite it, just listen. Quibutz, Cholem Wow, Segol, Chataf Patak, Sere, Shao, Cherek Yod, Patak, Chatef Segol, Kwametz, Sere Yod, Shurek, Chatef Kwametz, Cholem, Chirek. Right? There are 15 vowels. There's 22 consonants. There's 5 softim. We remember this. How are you going to apply these things in your sentence structure? You have to know your letters. So at this time, we're going to begin to follow to read. We won't do this puzzle. I just want y'all to keep in mind, these are words that we should all know. There goes that aim. Do we remember what aim is? There goes that aim. Roots. You know what roots is? Let's consider it. Roots is to run. Roots. All right, so now we're going to begin to practice reading. I said before we were going to do Genesis chapter 15. You guys had 3 weeks to follow. 3. So, should be good to go. Let's open up a new page here. And let's go to this place. And let's go here. And let's go to Bereshit. Oh, it's not Bereshit. Actually, it should be Lech Lecha, I believe. Let's go to Lech Lecha. And in Lech Lecha, we are going to go here. Oh, wait. I think I can go from here. Right? All right. And so, you know, I don't believe in keeping secrets, even though some people do for whatever reason that they have. So I'm on heapcal.com. You're going to click on Torah readings. You're going to pick the portion where you want to practice. And if you're listening to this Hebrew class, that means you have internet access. So you have no reason that you can't study. When I was younger, we didn't have internet access like this. So they didn't have all these wonderful websites we can go to and things of that nature. And so I had to actually go out and buy a book. That's how I knew I wanted it. I understand this is a different day and time, so I'm not going to start acting old. But what I will say is this generation has absolutely no excuses. Everything is at your fingertips. You do not have to go searching for it. All you have to do is want it. If you want it, you can get it. So now we're going to go to Genesis chapter 15. That's what we're going to practice reading. However, just so you know about this, right now, all you see is the English, right? If you come to the top, you see the English letter and the Hebrew letter, the A and the Aleph. Well, when you click on this, something almost amazing happens. They give you a drop-down box and they ask you, what do you want? All English, English and Hebrew, or all Hebrew? Let's see what English and Hebrew gives us. Wow. So on the top, we have the Hebrew. On the bottom, we have the English. Isn't that so nice of them? All for free. Or you can click on it like that. Now you have all Hebrew, just in case you don't want to cheat. You can do that. And when you have that, you can click on it like this. And it's side by side. I prefer this view. I prefer this view because it doesn't seem like everything is jumbled up. That's for my eyes. You can tweak it to how you want it. I prefer side by side. Hebrew on the left, English on the right. Just so I can give you a different view, so you can see how this goes. Or you can put the Hebrew on the right and the English on the left. You might say, why would you want that, Moreh? Well, don't we read Hebrew from right to left? So the Hebrew on the right seems like it makes sense. All right? So however you want to do it, expand your screen to however you need to get it, but you have it there for you. Okay, so right now we're in Genesis chapter 12:1. I'm going to have to scroll down to 15. Don't look too close if your eyes are sensitive. Did I go too far? Let's see here. Chapter 18. And they mark off the chapter, so I scrolled a little too quick. Trying to get down. Now currently, nope, that should be 16. And wait, I scroll back to the top. Oh, let me slow down now. All right. So, all right, that's 13. It's 14.
You know, you could expand the wording on that, right?
God, tell me how, brother.
Go back up to the A and the Aleph.
Okay.
Right. Now with the right there, yeah, that's how you make it bigger.
Okay.
You keep clicking until you get to.
Oh, for us blind people, I'm with you, brother. See, learn something every day. All right, I think I'm gonna go 2 more, and then that should be good. Is that easy on the eyes for what you see on the screen?
Yes,
okay.
Sir. I got it open on my computer, but
okay.
Clear it.
All right. I think I lost my spot now, but I do believe we're coming up on chapter 15, 31.
Read chapter 15.
Yeah, let's go on 12 because we're here.
At the top, you see where it says Genesis. Click on that. Genesis 12.
Here we go. 15. Yes, sir.
Okay, Genesis chapter 15. All right. So, Chief, you're up. Let me hear you read the verse.
The first verse?
What's highlighted here, yeah.
All right. Akar Hadvarim Ha'ele Hayah Devar Yahovah El Avram Bamachaze Lemor El Tira Avram Anoki Magen Lak Sekarka Sekarka, right?
Yes, Sekarka. Very good.
Harbe Mayod.
Very good. Okay. Tell me what words you knew in there. What words do you recognize?
All right.
And if you don't recognize any words, you don't recognize any. It's cool. Just tell me if you recognize any.
Hadbarim is from Devarim, right?
Yes.
Right.
Very good.
Devar is also words of things.
Very good.
O is the name of the Most High. El is God. Avram is Abram.
El is not the name of God here. So we just did this earlier, right? El Avram. What was El earlier when we did it? Remember, I did the list when I pulled up my computer screen.
Came to?
Yes, 2.
2.
Right. So El Avram.
Right.
Avram is who at this point?
Is Abraham.
Avraham. So to Avram. Remember his name was changed. So, but that's who we're talking about right now.
Right.
So, Achar means after. Achar, after.
Right.
Later on. Right?
Right.
Achar, Hadvarim ha'ele. This is one term. It goes together. Hadvarim ha'ele. Hadvarim ha'ele is a term. Ele means these. Ele by itself means these. Aleph Lamed He. However, when you want to say these things, you have to say Hadvarim ha'ele. You don't say Ele Devarim.
Okay.
In English, we would say these things.
Right.
In Hebrew, you wouldn't say Ele Devarim. You'd say Hadvarim ha'ele. That's just how it goes.
Right.
So after these things, Achar Hadvarim ha'ele Hayah. Hayah.
The time past or time to come?
Yeah, but what is Hayah? Hayah Yeh. Yeah.
Hayah, who was?
Yes. Who was, or it was. It happened.
Right.
Do you get it? It happened.
It happened.
Hayah. He was is correct, but
Right.
don't lock yourself in.
Right.
He was. Hayah. It was.
It was.
Davar Yahweh. Yod Hey Wav Hey. Every time you see Yod Hey Wav Hey, that's the name of the Most High. It doesn't switch. It will always be the name of the Most High. It will never be interpreted as anything other than that. In this instance, they have the Shawah and the Patak as the vowels. A lot of times when you read it, you will not see the vowels with the name of the Most High because it is understood. You'll never see Yod Hey Wav Hey mean anything else, and the name is sacred. It should not just be used haphazardly, but as soon as you see it, you should know that's the name of the Most High. Yod Hey Wav Hey, Yahweh. So Hayah Davad Yahweh. What's Davad again? I heard you say it earlier.
Word or things.
Word or thing. So if Hayah was, it was. Hayah Davad Yahweh. El Avram. Now we walk through that whole thing. Hayah Davad Yahweh El Avram. Give me some good English without restating what your book says.
That's what I was going to.
Right, I know. I've been down this road before. Without saying, just give me some good English. There's no necessarily right or wrong answer, but give me some good English.
Later, future, the word.
No, Hayah Davar. Let's deal with that first.
Hayah Davar.
Hayah Davar. What's happening there? Tell me about that. Hayah Davar.
Hayah is the it happened. It happened. The thing or the work. The thing happened.
Right. No, say it the other way. Not the thing happened, but
the word.
Right. The word happened. Whose word? Whose word?
The word happened. Yahweh.
Whose word? Right. You see it there?
Whose word happened.
Right. So of course we're gonna use good English. It is the word of Yahweh. But I need you to see how the sentence structure builds itself.
Right.
Hayah, the verb preceded the noun.
Right.
It happened. What happened? The word of Yahweh.
Right.
When you read it in English, that's not how it places itself out in Hebrew.
Right.
In Hebrew, if we read it word for word as it's written in the Hebrew, it would be, it was word of Yahweh
Right.
to Avram. Well, that's not good English, right?
Right.
You'd be like, you speak not so well.
Right.
It's like, what's happening here? In Hebrew, the verb precedes the noun. So, Hayah Davar Yahweh El Avram. You see the hyphen? The hyphen is indicating to you that the two go together. Davar Yahweh. What's Davar Yahweh? The word of Yahweh. The Most High God was speaking to Avram. He was revealing something to him.
Right.
And afterwards, Akar Harvarim Ha'ele Hayah Davar Yahweh El Avram. You hear how it paces itself out?
Right.
How the speaking sounds better. Akar Harvarim Ha'ele. And after these things, after the things happened in the previous chapter, we're jumping forward. Hayah Davar Yahweh El Avram. The Most High is apparent to Avram.
Right.
But Machazeh. What is that Machazeh? But Machazeh, there's that bait. What does bait mean? Bait, in, by, or with.
Right.
Bait, in, by, or with. The bait by itself, in, by, or with. But Machazeh, that is the vision.
Makaze, the vision. But Makaze,
The vision. In a vision. He appeared unto him in a vision. Get it? In, by, or with. Bait. Ba, Machazeh. Ba, Machazeh. Ba, Machazeh. But Machazeh lay more.
He came to him in a vision. Spoke.
Right. Lay more. And more is a saying, right? And more is a saying. The verb is amar. And more is a saying. Now there's that lamed again. Remember, I just got finished telling you about prefixes?
Right.
The prefixes of beit, chaf, lamed, mem. The hey is also used. The hey, ha. Ha means the. But beit, chaf, mem, lamed, mem. Those are most often used. The hey is often used also, and that means the. We seen that earlier on ha'ele.
So le means the also?
No, le means two or four. Means two or four. You just have to know how it's being used. You will be able to figure it out from how the sentence is pacing itself. Trust me, you'll know. Two or four, lamed. The bait is in, by, or with. The kaf is to or like or as. I said two, excuse me. The kaf is as or like. The bait is in, by, or with. The kaf is as or like. The lamed is two or four. And the mem is from. Okay? Let me say that one more time. The bait is in, by, or with. The kaf is as or like. The lamed is two or four, and the mem is from. When they are being used as prefixes. All right? How will you know when they're being used as prefixes? That will happen as you begin to continue to read and study. Okay, so Achar Harvarim Ha'ele Hayah Davar Yahweh El Avram B'Machazeh Lemor. Did you tell me what Lemor is?
You said le was two or four.
Two, right?
Two,
And more is a
vision. No, to speak.
Right, not to speak, but
Oh,
to say. It's a
say.
saying.
To say.
Right.
To say.
Mm-hmm. So when you're saying something and more.
What did you say L was again?
The lamed is 2 or 4. L, aleph lamed, means two.
Two.
L. Now that L, that aleph lamed is by itself means two.
What about Al? Because here you got L and then you got Al on the following word.
Okay. Now when you have al means upon, on top of. Right? Al. Then you have the word aliyah. Al means upon. But let's stay on lay more first.
All right.
So when we say lay more, we're translating to two saying. But what's good English? It says we could say two saying, we could say four saying, or we could just say saying. Right?
Saying. Right.
Right. Remember, good Hebrew, good English. We're not gonna, because it's not set up the same way in Hebrew, we're not gonna speak bad English to get Hebrew. When we're speaking Hebrew, we're gonna use good Hebrew, and when we're speaking English, we're gonna use good English. So, Achar Havarim Ha'ele, Hayah Davar Yehoah El Avram, B'machazeh Lemor. In a vision saying, or in this instance, it said, and he spoke to him in a vision. What is this? Now, this is me using my own words. After these things, Yahweh's word came to Avram in a vision saying, right? But when we read the translation here, it says sometime later. Sometime later is okay. That's good English. The word of Yahweh came to Avram in a vision. Now they put the period, but that little, I don't know what that is, upside down Y under the mem, that's actually indicating in Hebrew a comma. Here they put a period. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Long as we understand that there's a pause. But the thought actually didn't stop. We know in English that the thought didn't stop. The thought is continuing. He came to Avram in a vision saying, continues out, Al-Tira, Al-Tira. Al, in this instance, Al means upon. In this instance, Al means no. Now this is just a rule. You will have to know, and you will get it from reading. It only means no if it's being used with a verb in the future tense. That may have confused you, but don't worry about it. You will eventually understand. Al only means no if it's being used with a verb in the future tense. And because I haven't taught you future tense yet, it'll be a while before you get it. Hold on one second.
Let me read this again. See if I could read it the way Moreh Yeftahk had it. Ekad hadvarim ha'ele. Hayah devar.
Okay.
Sorry
about that.
Go ahead.
All right. Y'all may have heard that beep in the background.
Yes,
it is 8 o'clock, but no. It's my oven. The curry chicken should be done. That's all I'm saying. But so now listen. When you use it in the future tense, only the future tense,
and it's being used in conjunction with a verb. Being used in conjunction with a verb in a future tense, then it means no.
So al tira. Tira is to fear. Let's go through this verse and then we'll close this out. Al tira.
So not fear. Don't fear.
Right. Thank you. You used good English. First you said, no, you will fear.
Right.
That would be the way we may read it in English, but good English would tell us to say, you will not fear.
Right.
Don't be afraid.
Right.
Fear not. What's the next word?
Avram. Don't fear, Avram.
Right. Anoki. What's Anoki? I gave us that a few weeks back.
I am. Anoki. I am.
Anoki. Anoki. I am. You can either say Ani or Anoki. It's all good.
I am.
Anoki, Magen. We know that word, right?
Dawid, Magen, Shil.
No, right. Magen. You see Mogan.
Right.
You know, they like, oh, Mogan David and stuff like that. But Magen, we see the word.
Right.
Now we see what the word shield is. Magen. Lock. Lock.
To you.
To you. To you. Lock. I'm going to teach y'all that probably next week. We're going to go over the how to identify who you're talking to. I and you and she and they. Things of that nature. I taught the congregation 2 weeks ago when we were doing Hebrew class during our break. I'll go over it next week when we do our Hebrew class next week. Magen lock. Anoki Magen lock. Translate that.
I am your, hold on. You said Anoki Magen lock, right?
Right.
I am your shield. I am a shield to you. I am your shield.
Right.
I am your protection.
All of that is there. Because when he's saying he's going to be a shield to him, he's like, I got you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
We have to understand he uses the word shield, but he's not going to come down and become a literal shield.
Right.
He's speaking in the metaphoric sense of saying that I'm going to protect you.
Right.
So you can use good English.
Okay.
I'm going to protect you, but just know what the Hebrew word means. Don't start making, just because you're using good English, don't start making stuff up. The word Magen means shield. Literally means shield, but in this instance, he's using it in the metaphoric sense. Anoki Magen lock. Go ahead.
Sakarka.
Sakarka. Keep going.
Harbe.
Harbe. Harbe what?
Emor. No, Meor. Meod.
The old, right.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I said Meor.
Right. I was like, Emor. Is that what you're saying? Ma'od. All right. What is Ma'od? We remember Ma'od. What is Ma'od? Ode is
great.
Great, or because we use the word gadol to mean great. So what would Ma'od mean? Not great, but
very great.
A lot.
A lot.
No, a lot. Hard bay. Ma'od. Ode is again. Remember ode. We hear it when I do the Torah service.
Right.
Ode pa'am.
Right.
Once again, another time. Once again, pa'am is time. Ode pa'am. Another time. Another term. Pa'am. Ode pa'am. He will read from, I'm repeating myself. So when you hear ma'od, that says from again, or a lot of times that repeated again. That, you understand what I'm saying? Repeatedly, again and again and again and again. Think of it like that when you hear ma'od. Hard bay. What do we hear in hard bay? We hear the word rav. Rav. You see it? Hey, resh, bait, Hey. Rav.
Rav means great or bunch, right?
Much. A lot of
Much.
it. Rav.
Rav.
Rav. Rav Kesef is a lot of money. Rav Kesef is a lot of money. It's a bunch of money. Yesh Laka, Rav Kesef.
Is that the root from where they get the word for rabbi? Rav?
No. Rav in that instance, Ravi. Rav in that instance is a title.
Okay.
As in a master teacher.
Okay.
Rav, when they call you a Rav, and Rav is a legitimate holy word from the Holy Scripture, that if you say like Rav, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something.
I know they have like Rav Sheket and all those guys. Would they that be in the same?
It's in the same vein, the same tone. They're saying that you're the master of this. You're the chief of this. Like, you know, that's a high title, a Rav. So when they say rabbi, you know, they're kind of transliterating it, but they're saying that that person is a master teacher. That's not just a teacher, that's a master teacher.
Okay.
That's who this person is. So Harbe is much of like, it's Harbe Ma'od is one statement again. That's another one of those. It goes together. Harbe Ma'od. It's like, not just a lot, but like enormously. Like, you know, beyond the closest thing I could think to it is like, yeah, abundance. Exponential, to give a big word. You know, it's like Sakar is a reward. Your reward, Sakar Ka, your reward, Harbe Ma'od, will be very great. It's not like you're gonna like this. It's gonna be, for what you do, is what you're gonna get is gonna be like a whole lot. That's what's being explained there. So I'll read this last sentence one more time, and then we'll close out. Achar hadvarim ha'ele haya davar Yehoah el Avram b'machazeh lemor al tira Avram anoki magen lak sakarka harbe ma'od. That's how that sentence should sound. Sometime later, the word of Yehoah came to Abram in a vision. He said, "Fear not, Abram, I am a shield to you. Your reward shall be very great." The Most High was assuring Avram in this instance that everything he was doing was fine and to not worry about it, because he was going to protect him, and that because he was following the word of God, that his reward would be great. All right. And that will close out our Hebrew lesson for this week. Hopefully everybody got something out of what I said. I want y'all to continue as your work to try and memorize. I told y'all to write down these words before. I see you got the words, Chief. We'll have some new words next week. We will go over how to identify who you're speaking to.
Right.
We will do some reading. Continue going on in Genesis 15. Read as much as you can. These reading portions of the Hebrew class will begin to pick up, and we'll do more. And eventually, once I think that we're getting good enough, we'll do the Seder for the week. So as we do the Seder for the week, once you get to Shabbat, you'll be good to go, or you should be good to go. But that's in time. Remember that I'm explaining to everyone, you cannot get class, you cannot think that you're going to be in class and get Hebrew studying one day a week while you're in class. You must study the other days of the week. I'm giving you things to follow. You have the resources here for you. You're online, hebcal.com. Again, I invite everybody to come down and enjoy us and to join us. Yes, sir.
That this Safari thing, you could download it. I know for Android you could download it on your phone.
On your phone? Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, you could
So
download.
now you really ain't got no excuse. You ain't got to be in front of what do they call that? A desktop.
Nope.
You can sit down on your phone and you can read it on the go while you're on the train,
Right.
while you're at work, school, whatever you may be doing. You can say, I walked you through. I showed you how you can expand it and things of that nature. Matter of fact, let me stop sharing my screen now. I'll go back to Google Hangouts and I get back off of the screen share. And, you know, you can do the different things. So again, I invite everybody down. You can come join us every Shabbat day. We're there from 10:30 a.m. until the sun goes down. My brother has a number where you can reach us. Again, we're at 382 Hamilton Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Please support our congregation. I do these Hebrew classes for free. That is part of my contribution to the congregation of the other things that I do amongst the congregation. But I ask that if you enjoy what you are learning here, that you support us on PayPal or you send a donation into our P.O. box. Any amount is fine. I do not discriminate. If you only want to give $1, give $1. If you want to give 100, we'll take 100. Whatever you want to take. But please give it and please donate to what our cause is. We are trying to purchase a building so we can have a place for us to hold our service, and that so we can service the community and have a place for everybody. I hope y'all got something out of what I said. May God bless us all. Lala Tov.
Torah Moreh. That number is 347-622-9090. Once again, that number is 347-622-9090. You can also donate to us at www.beit.dcb.org. That's www.beit.dcb.org. On the lower left-hand side, it's a box where you could donate on PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, debit, whatever it is that you're using. You could donate via those avenues. You can also support the channel. There's a support button. There's many different ways that you could go about it. You could also visit us at on Facebook at CHOKMAH BINAH, D.C.B. CHOKMAH BINAH. You could visit us there. And same thing, you know, Instagram and on Twitter. We're on everything. So hopefully you got something out of the class. We hope and pray that the Most High God be with you all, that Yahuwah continue to bless each and every one of you. And we hope to see you next week to join us. And tell a friend, share the link, share all the links that we have thus far. That way people could catch up and let people know about the class. It's very important to know the language of our forefathers. As you can see, I'm still pretty much a novice at it because I didn't apply myself when I was younger. But at this time, you know, I'm working alongside with more. Well, I'm being Moreh Yeftahk student. I was about ready to say Moreh Yosef. Moreh Yeftahk student, and I'm really heightening my Hebrew skills, and it's coming really into
You're doing good, brother.
Torah. So once again, Shalom Aleichem. May the Most High God bless each and every one of you. Shalom, shalom.